Hi everyone, here in Lala's VIP in Venice, California, in Roll Call, and I have one of the artists here. What's your name?
OG Slick or Slick, yeah.
Slick, and this is your artwork right here, right? So tell us a little bit of your inspiration for this artwork.
Well, lately, I'm come from the graph roots, so dealing with a lot of letter forms and the beauty of letters and things like that, and a lot of people know me for my hands. So this is kind of a culmination of the hands and actually breaking away from the letter forms and just, almost like digressing, and it's just funny because I worked my whole life to perfect like letters and the stroke, and as I'm getting older, I'm like almost like devolving, and like I like the beauty of like chaos and things like that. So, and this kind of like ties it in.
I think it describes a little bit of chaos in this. That's awesome. And Slick, where are you from?
Originally from Hawaii, but I've been in Los Angeles way longer, since '87 now. So I'm actually from LA.
From LA. And how old were you when you started the whole art?
I've been doing art ever since I could remember. Like as a child, messing up my mom's paintings and stuff. So she always like nurtured the artistic side of me. Yeah.
So can you tell us
It's just funny because I came to Los Angeles to stop doing graffiti, and then that's where I hooked up with my crew, K2S, and that's actually Guy Jing, who put on the show, is from my graffiti crew. Kill to Succeed.
Nice. And your graffiti crew was K2S?
Yeah. So that's kind of like a majority of the artists are all K2S artists, Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Can you tell us a little bit can you tell us how much was this piece going for? You haven't set a price?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I leave that up to the gallery. I just create the stuff and
20,000. Going once, going twice. Anybody? Okay, thank you so much, Slick. You have a wonderful day at this event.
You too.
Welcome to Lala's VIP. I have the honor. I got like a title for you that somebody mentioned, that you're like the godfather of all the artists here. Is that true?
Well, as I'm the oldest, longest writing graffiti writer in the world. I started in '69.
In the world?
Yeah, because I know Taki and Cornbread and those guys. They started in '67, '68, but they didn't keep on going. So I kept on going. So I'm the longest writing guy, And then I've influenced an awful lot of the young writers here in LA. So yeah,
What was your crew called back in '69?
There was no group, there were no crews, there was no audience, there was no galleries, there was no shows, there was nothing. There was only gangs in '69. It took almost 20 years to finally show my work in galleries. And then, till hip hop started coming around LA, then that started happening in the early '90s.
Nice. So back in '69, what was your graffiti? Was it a name? Was it art? What was it exactly?
It was Señor Suerte.
Señor Suerte?
Señor Suerte was I did a stencil of a skull as tall as I am. And it's a smiley, and it has its fingers crossed, and it has a big Superfly hat and a fruit collar. And it just, I put it up in my neighborhood of Highland Park. Now the Avengers, the gang, they inherit it, and they have it on as tattoos all over their bodies, so it belongs to them.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you consider yourself like a lucky man? Is that where the name is coming from?
Señor Suerte, yeah. Because something I always felt pretty lucky. That's true. That's funny,
nice.
Yeah.
I really like that. And Chaz, is that your real name or is that your artistic name?
You never pick your own name. It's always given to you. So my real name is Charles. So, Chaz is short, but, I changed it to a Z. So my friends call me Chaz. That's who I became.
And Chaz, where are you from, your origin?
I have a lot of Tijuana, family down there in Tijuana, but basically we're all from Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Born and raised there, went to high school there, and everything.
So tell us a little bit about your work that we have back here. What is it called?
This is a one world culture. It's basically that we're all becoming a La Raza Cósmica, one culture, one people. I get fashion magazines from all over the world. Everybody's wearing hipster, wrinkly clothes. Everybody's listening to the same music. Everybody has iPhones. It's totally one people. I know little kids who have Skype friends in China or in Europe and all that. So that's what it is. So this is one world culture. And back here I've become death, destroyer worlds. That was about the atomic bomb, that we've passed the Aztec calendar, and then now we've become one culture.
Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. Is that what your inspiration is right now? Like the world, the culture, what it's becoming?
I paint my experience. I paint what I see and what I feel. So in some ways, there's a dialogue there. So yeah, I don't see. I see a future that's positive and bright. That's what I see in the future, and that's what I paint about.
So you come from a city like Highland Park, I come from a city like East LA. What could we tell all these young kids that think that graffiti and art is writing on the walls when they're actually vandalizing private property? What could we tell them so they can do something like you?
You know, I tell you, if you're out there vandalizing and tagging and all that, I suggest you tag more. I'll tell you why. Because the more you tag and the more you write, the more you get involved in your crew. You got to start seeing all these other friends. You start reading the magazines. You start looking at the videos. You want to get into an art show. You start doing paintings. You want to do fashion. You want to do a skateboard. You get involved. In some ways, graffiti gets you more involved in the culture and with society than a lot of other things. Then you're too busy to be a travieso. You know?
So just get more involved, pretty much.
Right. I think art makes good citizenship. It makes you involved with other people. You know?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chaz, for your time. Keep enjoying all your fans because I see you're giving a lot of signatures and everything, right?
Thank you. You know.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was Chaz here at LA Roll Call. I'm so excited to be right here with Gajin. So tell us exactly your role here at LA Roll Call.
Well, the title of the show is called it's Roll Call.
Okay.
And then this gallery is LaLouver. And I'm sorry.
And are you the organizer?
I'm the curator.
Okay.
As well, I have my work in the show as well with 10 other artists. So there's 11 of us all together.
Nice. And this is one of your one of your artworks, right? Which I actually saw on the paper. I'm ready to buy it for $95,000.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding, but $95,000, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your inspiration to do this beautiful art.
It's a lot of LA culture, as well as my heritage, which is Japanese. And trying to come up with something really prolific and new. And so that's kind of the gist of my inspiration.
Nice. And why Crush? Is that your favorite drink or?
No, it's something nostalgic. When I was growing up as a kid.
Tell us.
What's that?
Tell us.
Oh, so it's basically nostalgia, and I really did like Crush orange soda.
Nice. Do you still like it?
Of course.
You love it, right?
Yeah.
So tell us more about the event. When is another future event, or what else do you have going on?
Well, that I'm not sure about what the future holds. This was supposed to be like a one-time thing, and it's really unprecedented because it's something new for me too. This is my first time curating, so.
Well, you're actually doing a really great job. Whatever you did a great job because there's so many people. I want to say there's like hundreds of people here, right?
I think so. I mean, there's in and out, yeah.
That's beautiful. So did you start doing art or graffiti back in Japan or?
No, well, I was born and raised here in LA, and my father was a painter. So he was like a pretty big inspiration in my life as well. So, but I actually started doing like street art, graffiti art in
what city?
In the city of LA, of course, on the streets of LA with my younger brother. He was like my partner in crime, and I started it like back in elementary school. I grew up in Boyle Heights, and it was at elementary school when we started to do the graffiti out in the streets.
And then it just evolved, and now you're charging $95,000 for a piece, huh?
You don't need to keep mentioning that, but.
Well, that's beautiful. I hope you sell this one and a lot more.
Oh, thank you.
And good luck for everything. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you, Lala.
Thank you, and we're here at Roll Call. we're back here in Lala's VIP at RollCon, and I have Prime here.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Are you excited today? All these people, all these fans here to see your artwork?
I'm extremely excited, and hoping that a lot more of this comes along, and more people see my work.
So tell us a little bit about street art, how now it's fine art, like something like this.
Well, I don't know about, I don't really do street art, but I have done it in younger, in previous times, you know, like graffiti art and stuff like that. I think it's always been a positive thing. I think that it's saved a lot of lives from a lot of, you know, turmoil, and I think it should be considered a very fine art. It's one of the artists that's really shaped the whole world in the last century, you know. But I'm extremely proud of it.
We're really proud of you too. Tell us a little bit about this artwork that we have behind us, because it's yours. What is it called?
My piece here is called Elite, and Elite is for the group of artists that is in this show.
You were telling me that you're also creating your own brushes, right? Tell us a little bit about this brush that created this.
I created this brush so I can be able to paint double, basically. It's really used for like calligraphy and stuff like that, but I switched it to where I can sort of manipulate it into where I can make these forms of words fit into a cube when they're interacting at the same time. At the same time, I visualize them like being like the Los Angeles junction, like the freeways and the streets and the different clusters of areas that we all live in.
Nice, beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Prime, for being with us. Continue enjoying this beautiful event here at RollCon from Venice, California, and you have a great night. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we continue here at RollCon from Venice, California, and I'm with Ricardo. Like I was saying earlier, I knew he was an artist because I saw everybody congratulating him and shaking his hand. And here's his beautiful artwork. So tell us a little bit about it.
It's my depiction of Coatlicue, which is like the whole story about Earth and the sun and the moon. So basically, this is Coatlicue, my version of Coatlicue with she's wearing a arete of the Luna, which she just got with the battle with the sun. I just got with the battle with the moon. So this is my depiction of it. Yeah.
Nice. And what's your inspiration to do artwork like this?
Basically, just my neighborhood and my family and my friends. They're the ones that influence me the most.
Your neighborhood? Where are you from? Where are you from, homie?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Heights, East LA. We're kind of neighbors. We're there.
And, yeah.
Yeah?
We have the better tacos, you know. So it's
We have the better tacos. We have the better tortas.
the better birria too. So.
The better birria. Okay, no voy a competir. It's probably true. It's probably true. So, can you tell us what is this artwork going for?
This one's going for $8 grand.
$8 grand?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
Alright.
I'm just kidding. I saw some other pieces up there. Those are yours too, right?
Yeah, the small ones and the skateboard and I think 3 small ones. Yeah, basically the same thing. Like I use a lot of iconography and a lot of people from my own neighborhood to use as my artwork.
So you started as a graffiti artist as a young kid?
Actually, no.
you didn't.
I always liked painting.
You went straight to painting, huh?
Well, I was a painter, and then I went to school for painting. So that's what I like to do.
So what does the future hold for Ricardo as an artist, as a painter?
Hopefully, just getting to paint what I want to paint, you know, versus like doing jobs for other people. Just paint stuff like this. This is what I enjoy to paint. Yeah.
Well, awesome. It seems like they're kicking us out because they're turning off the lights.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
so,
event is
yeah.
going. But it was an honor and a pleasure to get to interview you before I left. And thank you very much, and good luck with everything.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that was Ricardo with this beautiful artwork.